Hi, this is A. Wilson. That ain't who tells it like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the DOAL wives, uh, Doctors Wives of Atlanta. Uh, they did a thing, I think it was last month, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, with Mariah Huq, and she invited them to her Sleek Studios uh, for her event that she was having. And I finally got a chance to see it because of Sweet Tea. I saw little clips of it on Instagram, but Sweet Tea had also put it on her YouTube page, and then I also subscribed to Doctors Wives of Atlanta, and I finally got a chance to see, like I said, the video. It showed them getting ready to go to the day spa that day because they had to go to the day spa, and then after the day spa, now the previous video I did with them getting ready for getting re- getting ready for Gabby's photo shoot for her for her for her not lingerie for her at leisure wear. And last week she got on Twitter and said that you could go that you could click the link in her bio to order some of her at leisure wear. And she has a lot of at leisure wear, not only just for people who have like I call it a pooper, like a little pooper belly, or either they just got through having a baby and they still have a little pooper belly, or either some people have when they get older they eat a lot of bread and stuff that makes them have a pooper belly. But anyway, I went on and checked out her stuff, her leisure wear. From what I saw, she showed her leisure wear looks real good and stuff like that. And she was telling people to come in and do, like I said, leak. And her stuff looked really nice. And Sweet Tea said she had discovered her, I think, on Instagram or something, and that's how she got involved with her in her leisure business and stuff like that. And so Mariah Hug had them at a sleep thing, and they were interacting with the people. And Sweet Tea did a little private video by herself outside, and she was talking about how she got involved with the Doctors Wives of Atlanta, and how the youngest one, which is Kayla, how Kayla lived in the same neighborhood that her and Greg live in. That's how they met up. And then she met Gabby. She met Gabby and I think Gabby Jen. She met Gabby and Jen through Kelly. I mean, through Kayla, and Kayla knew Gabby, and then Kayla also knew. I mean, and then Gabby also knew Jen. So all four of them are kind of like it's kind of like Kayla and Sweet Tea are the two youngest ones, and then you can tell that Jen and Gabby are in their late 30s, early 40s. So anyway, I did like that. Then she posted a thing. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday, Sweet Tea, where she posted how she was getting ready, and she did something kind of like a challenge, and she had a song about I'm almost getting ready, boom, 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 and then she jumped up out of her bed, and then she went. And she had a scene where she went from her bed and she flashed to her bedroom. Next thing you know, she flashed in her car with all her glam and makeup and stuff. And then she was on her way, and she showed herself on her way to the thing. And she showed how Kayla and Gabby met up with her at the thing, and they all went to the spa. And that was a spa that they had. And like I said, they had a brunch after. I think they had a brunch after the spa day. She put a little clip about that up too. Sweet Tea did. So I'm kind of glad that she is doing that. But like when they did with Mariah, they were interacting and talking to people, and they showed each lady talking about their businesses and what they were doing outside, and outside of their husband and stuff, that they are doctors' wives. And I think Kayla's husband or fiance, I think he showed up at one of their events, and they were saying he had showed up. And then they also, Mariah had also said they were gonna have a lot of stuff, and she had some people had her stuff, but she had somebody teach them the line dance. And when they did the line dance, they did it to the song that everybody's doing it to, the line dance song. Boots on the ground. And so they did a real good job. And I was saying, ooh, Mariah keeping up with these young ladies. Mariah got it going on, and Mariah was dancing real good. And you could tell every time they tried to, every time Sweet Tea tried to go to the back and not be seen, it would either be Mariah or or a lady who up with her videos, Jamie. They would always put her up in the front, tell her to come up to the front because she is kind of the most known out of the ladies because she just got off the heels of American medicine. And so when people saw it, they talking about, yeah, people on Instagram were nice. They were saying, yes, good thing she got Mariah, good thing she had some friends and stuff. When it got on Twitter and the neighborhood talk, 'cause the neighborhood talk picked it up too. There was so many negative people on the neighborhood talking on Twitter, and I was saying, man, Sweet Tea can't even do nothing. They always trying to compare her to Quad and saying she trying to copy off of Quad with Doctors Wives of Atlanta because Quad is on Married to Medicine and she trying to compete with Quad. And I'm looking at Married to Medicine is not really Quad's show. That's Mariah's show, even though they kick Mariah out. Mariah is the one that's getting that's getting that's finally getting producer credits and stuff like that. So she getting the big money behind the scenes. So if she willing to help Sweet Tea and these ladies try to get a show, try to get on TV network, good for it. I really do like them because they're both everybody's humble and everybody's interested in everybody else's business and everybody wants to support each other and stuff like that. We need more shows like that where black women are supporting one another and having fun and stuff like that. I mean, you can have a little bit of drama, but you don't have to keep on having the drama, and that's all the story is about is drama. And so you can have a balance. And so I really do like that little YouTube thing and their stuff. And like I said in my last video, they had already got 200 some thousand subscribers in less than 2 months. So for people who are saying don't nobody watch Sweet Tea, don't nobody want to see what Sweet Tea doing, a lot of people are saying that when Sweet Tea left, well, I'm glad she gone. But the majority of the people who are watching Sweet Tea not really do really are fans of Sweet Tea, and they didn't like the way she got done on American Method. But you got these underhanded quad fans that are watching everything she do and then post about it and say negative stuff about it. And like I said, if you don't like somebody, you don't have to go into their comments and make some negative stuff. Just scroll on back, and that's what I do. That's all I have for this video. This is Abe Wesley. That ain't you tell like a TI is. I am out.